All right, I'm hoping this little buggy will take me where I need to go. I'm afraid that my pickup has a wheel bearing going out, so I probably should investigate that, you know, before sadness happens. But we're gonna go get some more tractors that I bought. So we'll take a look at that right after this. All right, welcome back. If you haven't seen my videos before, I'm Ross the Dollar Man, and I won some tractors on an auction. But I'll show you that when we get them back home. They're just little ones, so sure. Should I take this severely wounded horse on the interstate? I don't think that would be a good idea. I can't believe I'm even taking it this far, because something could fall off at any minute. This horsey is sick, but I just keep going with it. It just keeps giving. So hopefully we make it there and back, but I'll bring you back when something falls off. Buddy the dog, what are you doing, pal? Enjoying the sunshine? Looks kind of tired, but he's up most of the night doing stuff, so this is probably his nap time. Anyway, let me get out of the car here and I'll show you what I got. Aren't you excited, Buddy the dog? So excited. Yeah. All right, so we're living the high life here, but no, several months ago, you may recall, I got that little Ford toy, and then there was a co-op truck. This same auction company had a toy auction then, and I don't know if maybe it's a big collection and they're doing it 50 lots at a time every so often. But this time I saw it again, so I went through and I put a bid in on everything, and then just let it go. You know, I put in whatever I thought I wanted to give for every piece. Some of the stuff I already had won, so I didn't ever bid again, I don't think, on any of the stuff. I just put in one bid and walked away. But like for instance, this one toy here, if you had to pay full price from a toy dealer, you'd probably pay as much as I gave for the whole pile of toys here. So we have a 4-star Super Moline. That's kind of cool. I don't know where you'd go around here to find the real tractor. I have never seen one of those in person. We have a 621 Ford Workmaster. We got a little Massey Harris. I think those are a pony. Is that right? Yeah, pony. So there's one. Running out of room already. I don't even know what I all got. Ooh! I got a little TO20 Ferguson. That's almost like my uncle's there. And the hood even tilts forward on it. Kind of. It doesn't really clear the steering wheel, but that's cool. Yeah. Sold at the Big Blue stores. That was where we got our toys used to. Big Blue store. $21.99. And that's might be about what I gave for it now. I'll have to look at my paper here. Massey Ferguson. I gave $22 for that one. So I gave a penny more than the person who bought it to start with. That's something. This is kind of neat because we're working on one. An Alice Chalmers C, just like the full-size one. And this one was more expensive back in the day, $31.99. I think I got the value price on that. Alice Chalmers, yeah, I gave 20 bucks for that one. I don't know what, I gotta look here. They might have shortchanged me one. Ford Massey Ferguson, Minneapolis Moline. I don't know what they're calling the case. Is this what they're calling the case? That's not a case. Oh, it is a case. So I don't know what kind of box this is. Oh, This is the box for a UDLX toy, and they put in a case steam engine in it. That's okay though. I bid on the case steam engine, a portable. But what a shame it's not the thing that was in this box, because I think a UDLX toy would probably be more, yeah, look back in the day, if it was a UDLX, it would have been $41.99. But that steam engine, I only gave $17 for that one. That's kind of a neat thing. So, I don't know. I like toys, I like tractors, I like all sizes of tractors. So, my toy collection grew by, what, 6 of them today? And didn't spend a ton of money to do it. So, I don't know how many hundreds of toys I got, but can you ever really have too many, you know? So, something neat. But now we got to get to work and do something else. All right, Buddy the dog, we got to do some work. And what we're going to do now is we are going to change the oil in the SuperCHEAP SuperDuty, which is long overdue. So we'll probably grab us a cardboard creeper and head down that way. I've got my brand new, never tried out before, maybe we can use it today, Carlisle oil filter wrench we bought at the Farm Machinery Show. So we'll see what we get into. All right, I changed my mind about where I was gonna do this. It's super muddy down here because it's been raining all the time. So we're gonna take the truck up to the high ground. Again, too much crap in here. I got this, I ordered another one of these. Let me get the, well, I don't have to unwrap it. We broke that when we were working on that Super 77. And I was bummed about that because this is a super handy tool. So, anyway, they don't make it anymore. So you gotta get creative to find one. But what I was starting to say is we're gonna work on this on the high ground. I want to probably try to get those door ajar switches replaced because that's super annoying and I've had them since winter, and let's just get that over with. But then probably most importantly, something we need to do, we should probably jack the front end up and see if the wheel's about to fall off, because it horrendously popped the other day and it's been whining like the whine of sadness that you get when wheel bearings go bad on these, because this should have those like what do you call them, one piece made together bearings in it, I believe. And a lot of times that is a common, you know, they fall apart. We'll probably take it back down there where we can use the air jack, but to do that part, but we can work on the rest of the stuff right up here. Okay, SuperDuty, how about we open the hood? This isn't the right hood for this truck. Been a while. Haven't opened it. And I learned on the internet that apparently that, well, maybe this cap is right. Somebody said that the cap wasn't right with the oil that it's supposed to have. No, that cap is wrong. It says 530 and the truck calls for this. And I talked to somebody who worked there and said that they did use Motorcraft oil in it. So that's what we're going to put back in it, what it's used to. However, I know nothing about this truck, having never done it, so I don't know what size tools we're going to take with us, as in we're probably not going to take any. Has it used any oil? Well, we just had it running, so probably not a good representation. Check hot. Add check hot. So probably it's okay. I don't know. Whatever. It still looks good though. That's good, because it's a lot longer than I would have let it go normally. I guess I'm just gonna have to crawl under there and figure out the lay of the land. And like I said, this is foreign to me. I've never. Our brake reservoir might be down a slight bit. Maybe that accounts for our dripping, or that we saw on the ground. Although somebody else had a good idea that I did consider, that maybe some of the crap that I carry around in the bed was leaking and it was what dripped down. So that's very possible. Let me get a cardboard creeper and we'll see what we got to have to get this all loose. Oh, you peasants with only one cardboard creeper. I can afford two. Oh boy, here we go. Oil filter. Woohoo! Where are you? I don't see you. Oh, uh-oh. That doesn't look like what I got, does it? That doesn't look like what I got. It actually might be. This actually might be easier if I came in from the other side. I'd like to see the number on that filter, because I really hate to pull it off of there and then find out that my new one isn't like that. Ooh boy. Well, and then we got one of those. Looks like that hasn't been changed in a while. Hope that comes out of there, friends. Let me go grab some sockets. I would assume that that's metric, so I'll grab 6-point metric sockets, and then we will see what happens. But I'm concerned that maybe I didn't get the right filter. Boys, I don't know. It looks to me shorter. Maybe we should take that off first. Although I did get this as an actual Wix filter, and that other one's from Napa, and I don't think that they're friends anymore. I think Wix and Napa are two separate ordeals. Well, if I have to call the auto parts store and have them bring me one, maybe they'll do that for me. All right, that kind of gets you in the view there, don't it? We're taking a different route this time. That filter is a 1372, and the one I got is a what? I thought I just saw it. A 51. Oh yeah, 51 372. So it should be the same filter. I don't know why it just looks different, but it's not. All right. Let's see about. All I could find was a 5-gallon bucket, and I think it'll fit under here if I just use my wits about me here. We'll get that broke loose, and then I'll move the bucket under closer. Of course, I guessed wrong. It's probably a 17. That's what a lot of metric. Oh no, it's actually. Is it actually a 16? Why? That would be crazy. It would be better if I used the end that had the 6-sided thing instead of the square hole. Yeah, sure would. Boy, this truck is just so clean underneath. That makes me smile, because I've never owned one that was like that. Everything I always had was rusty to the point of extinction. I mean, it's still got paper labels on the lines and stuff that say what they are. That's so cool. Alright. Oh, and I didn't have to use the impact on a drain plug? What is this truck? This isn't right. I mean, that can't be. It is kind of. There is a little leakage something happening here. I don't know if that's. I'm not very good at the smell test because I can't smell anything. But that could be engine oil, like rear main seal drippage. Oh, Of all the things I didn't want to do, drop the drain plug in the bucket was right up there. And I failed at that task, friends. What a joke. That's okay. I'm not surprised. We need to get that off now that I'm all lubed up and covered with oil. What a stupid thing. Well, hopefully that's had enough time to drip now, because you've been left unattended for a little bit. But basically, we're gonna test this new tool out here. See how that works. Works pretty decent-ish. Let's see there. Yep. Okay, let's just splash down. New oil filter. We should probably let that drain a little bit. I don't know what's happening up outside in the sky. I hear planes or something. Sounds like all kinds of stuff. Helicopters. I don't know. I'm not crawling out of here to find out. Okay, friends. I think we're headed back on the right path. It kind of was hairy there for a minute, I'm not gonna lie to you. Things were not going our way. I'm not wedged in here now correctly. I somehow managed to get myself in a bad way. But I think we're gonna make it. Got my drain plug fished out. That was a nice thing to do. Now we're gonna get we need to tighten that. We need to get our wrench back to tighten that. Come on. That's probably good. We don't want to overdo it. Our rag is getting very well used. It's probably past its time, but that's okay. That's good enough. Let's grab our filter. Mounting surface. Make sure there's no like your old gasket didn't stay on there, because I've seen that happen before. Lube up your new filter gasket. That's what I like to do. I also like to struggle, so be sure to leave yourself time for that. We're going to flip our wrench over. I'm going to flip our wrench over so we can struggle. I don't know what's happening here. Okay, yep. Good one. Probably should just get a set of those sockets. That should probably be enough. It's probably too much, but we're gonna roll with it. Well, I think we've done all we set out to do under here. Now it's time to go to the top and continue our sadness along that journey. Probably a funnel would be a nice thing to have. And perhaps what we'll just do is pour in a quart and then cut the end off of it. That would probably be just about as good as a factory bought funnel, providing that we can get this in there that way. I don't know that we will. We definitely won't. Hey, hit it. Nope. Didn't get it. That's fine. You know, everything that the oil touches won't rust. So we're gonna go with that. I don't know about this synthetic oil. It's got a very weird texture to it, you know. All right. Farmer Fix. Farmer Funnel 101. Also, what you're gonna wanna do is drop your battery, or your, you know what I'm saying. Drop your oil filler cap down where you can't get to it. Oh, jeez. Everything today is just going a little bit south, you know. I thought that the book told me the right amount of oil to use, and that's what I bought, but we should probably refresh our memory before we just pour it all in. It should definitely take 5 quarts, but it may not need the 6th one. I don't know. It might be 5 plus the filter's another quart. I don't know. It says I need 7 quarts. So was that a 5-quart jug? I guess it was. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. Don't be fooled by this, friends, because back in our day, a jug like this would have been a gallon jug, which is 4 quarts, but now they sell it in 5 quarts. So this is 5 quarts plus the 6 quart that was there, and now I'm going to put in the 7 quart, and then we should be golden, other than all the oil that we spilled out of the 1st quart trying to get it in there before we made a funnel. I don't know. We'll check it. We can always bring another quart from town. Probably wouldn't hurt to have a little bit of extra on hand. And we might keep our funnel in the cab somewhere, you know? You never know when you need a funnel. All right, let's get a new paper towel and check the oil. All right, come on. Get in there. Get in there. Yeah, it's right in that hash mark area. So I think it probably could use a little more myself. I'll probably bring another quart or 2 from town just to have extra, and we may top it off after we run it a little bit. But hopefully that takes care of our oil change, because yeah, we should probably start it now and make sure that it builds oil pressure again. Instantly. Instant oil pressure. All right. Another thing we're going to tackle, providing this video isn't too long and boring, which it is, we're going to see if we can figure out how to program those tire sensors, because I am sick of this thing constantly beeping at me about something. Go out of there, Key. All right. Our next affair is going to be how to get into the door latch to replace the things. They're all the way at the bottom. There's no way to reach in. We got to take the door panels off. And I'm not sure what all has to come loose here. I know you have to take the top, like you got to take this off. Looks like maybe they did that fine. This thing needs to come out of there somehow. I thought somebody said that you just kind of fingered it a little and it came off, but maybe it's this piece. There. You take that out. I don't know if my retractable gizmo is where that's at. You probably got to take this off. Big Torx. That's probably like a 50 maybe. And then some Phillips screws. And then this might just lift up out of there. I'm not sure. But I'll go grab a Torx and we'll try to make this happen, because this is annoying too. This thing beeps at me for everything. It beeps at me that the doors are ajar. It beeps that the tire pressure sensors aren't good, and I had them all put in new. I guess they're just not programmed right. So we're gonna try to fix all that stuff, because I've had enough. All right, well, I got sidetracked talking and I didn't get filming while I was doing the phone rang, is what I'm getting at. I'm trying to figure out some place to put you, but the sad thing is everything on this truck is plastic. So I put you up there from the bird's eye view. I got this loose and those loose. So if I take this loose here, there we go. Oh no, there was stuff in there. That was probably important. A felt piece and a little, watching me there. Oh, I bet that was supposed to hold it to the, the bolt was supposed to stay with the seatbelt probably. I don't know, doesn't matter. It'll work. Now, what makes this piece come off? It should just come off of there, right? Does it have pull clips? Oh, yes it does. It makes me nervous to just go pulling on stuff. But yeah, it has like those. And I'm kind of glad that I waited to do this and suffered through winter, because if you'd have done this in winter, you would have broke almost everything, you know. Plastic doesn't like winter. Let's get those loose. No? Oh, please let us have the right socket. I don't want to have to be playing hunt for the tool. I think that's it. I don't know what we got here. 1, 2. Come on. Come on there. 2. Still. Come on! Quit acting like a... I'm wondering about this. Do I pry that out of there? Why did they do that instead of another bolt, you know? Why did they not? That makes no sense. Why we put one pry tab in there? Or maybe that's something else in some other way and I don't understand it. Well, it's gone now, so it can't hurt us anymore. Oh. Okay. Might as well bring you in for the failure. Now, on the last ones I didn't take the latch out. I was able to reach in there and get the switch out. And I bet I won't be able to do that on this one. Because on this one it feels like the switch, of course, is in the hardest to get to place of the whole shebang. Wouldn't that make sense, friends? It's always something. What's it take to get out of there? Torx? I can't tell what those are. They're full of dirt. Yeah, I think they're small Torx. Okay, well, let's go get some more tools and make it happen. I need to get the switches too, so I'll go grab those. All right, I got some Torx and I got a thinking stool. That's actually a drinking stool, but sure, that'll work. That'll keep us where we can do something. Potentially easily, you know. I don't have high hopes for easily, but I think these are T27s because I ran into that problem with when I took them out of the front door. All I had outside was a T25 at the time, and I'm pretty sure this is gonna suck because I bet I'll have to mess with realigning this. Oh, hey, ooh, fuel tank. Fuel tank went boom. Sure. Well, this is fun because we're going to get to see every piece of this truck, how it's made. You know? Here's two. I should have got the old Zep and should have got the I can still go get it, but we gotta. Don't do that. Don't do stuff like that. Now, that one don't want to play ball. Why? Why don't that one want to play ball? Maybe there's something in it. And we should probably clean it out. Or, what we could do, nope, that ain't gonna go. Well, that is terrible. I like how the sun is right in my face to do this. Why won't you come out of there? Oh, son of a Knutson. Has somebody else had it out of there and it's bad? Or has it just corroded? I guess I'll go get more tools. All right. I guess we're gonna struggle. I don't know why I'm surprised. That's our daily routine, it seems like. And it's probably not gonna let us clamp on it, is it? Oh, you're not serious, truck. That's really stupid. I wonder if I put one of these back in and tighten it down, if that'll take some pressure off of the thing. Maybe I should have took one. I hate Torx. I hate them. There shouldn't be a Torx. I wish it would just grab and go. It won't though. It won't do it at all. It's getting ready to get the torch. Is what's getting ready to happen. Okay, what's Ross gonna do? Cry is a good choice. Yeah, you got to have it out of there to twist that thing out, because I think it's hitting the side of the stuff. I don't know, friends. I don't know. It ought to come out. Well, here's what's going to happen now. I've had enough. Tried to fix it the right way. I think what I'm going to do is just splice these wires or whatever I got to do to make it not do the thing that it's doing. Because I don't think I'll get it in there. I mean, I can try.
2,000 years later.
You just don't have room in there to hardly do anything. Alright, so now we're going to rig it, because I've had enough. I ain't doing this no more. It's not happening. Okay, so if I just unplug this, right? All right, we're just gonna let that hang in there. Problem fixed. It will never say rear left door ajar again. I tried to fix it nice, and it doesn't want to play ball, so now it's never gonna have to have that problem. And that's okay. Other than the fact that we wasted all day working on it, trying to get it to this point. All right. Well, tough luck, truck. You had your chance. You screwed it up. All right, we're gonna put this back together now. Oh, we need to put the top thing on first. Don't get ahead of yourself, dum-dum. That needs to go down there. So you can tell that I'm over it by the way that I just don't care anymore. That ticks me off. When you waste all day, not necessarily all day, but the idea of it. I wasted so much time trying to do that for a stupid sensor. The heck with you. If you want to be that way, we don't need safety features. Stupid. I can tell if the back door is open because then the driver's door wouldn't be open. These doors shouldn't even have that. Stupid thing. I didn't even ever use these. I couldn't tell you how they work. What do you do here? Oh, there we go. Look at that. Little vent windows. Oh, you gotta, oh, sure. How's this work again? Like that? There's a little piece of something that goes over there, right? Beautiful. Fixed! Alright, well, that wasn't the way I intended that to go. But guess what? It worked. Now we're going to do the same thing on the rear right. We'll try it the right way. But if it doesn't work, we're just going to pull the plug. Because I've had enough, friends. I've had enough. Come on. We can do it faster. Get it over with. Drop the fasteners this time. Goodbye. Oh, I forgot to take the bottom seatbelt cover out. Do we want to try it? We can try. I hear sounds. That's weird. You hear that? Truck's probably crying because it knows what's happening. Let's see, let's start on the one that screwed me on the last one. That one will go. Oh, I know what that sound is. It's me sitting on this cooler, smushing all the air out of it with my fatness. This side might go the way we intended it. Might. Now, I should be able to pull this out, and you can see what's happening here. See? Very crusty, rusty. But you got this switch, see? Got that in there, see? You got a quarter turn it, see? Pull it out, see? In the winter time is when they don't work good, because they like freeze, and then, boy, that doesn't seem right. That's never ever gonna seal up right. What the heck? Well, I ain't putting that in there because that's not right. It won't. And I don't understand why it's not right. Something's wrong in there. Something's wrong because it doesn't. Maybe that's why this one doesn't work, because something else broke. Like this plastic in there. It's supposed to be held up there tighter, and this is not. So, guess what, little buddy? You're getting disconnected too. And the sad part is, the auto parts store usually won't take back electrical parts. So we are stuck with it. But that's okay. All right. Now we have to figure out some more stuff. That low tire pressure thing drives me nuts too. That we want to try. And it says oil change required. I got to figure out how to reset that. But then also to fix that tire pressure thing, we got to drive it down the road for a second. But I don't see any doors saying that they're open. And they never will again. 236 in this book. That's like 1,000 pages. Okay, start the engine. No, switch the ignition on. Okay, stop. We got to read our procedure. Switch the ignition on, do not start the engine. For vehicles with push button start, now press the accelerator and brake pedals at the same time. Oh, that's very simple. Okay, turn that on. And I'm gonna press both at the same time. It didn't reset it. It says, after 25 seconds, a message confirming the reset is complete will be displayed. Well, that didn't work. Okay, let's try info. No. That's not it. Setup. Uh-oh, I think I just messed up. I think I just put the... No, we don't want to recreate my key. I had a friend who did that by accident. Reset for system check. Oil life, 100%. Hold reset. New. It must have reset it somewhere in there. See, this I messed up. English we want. Courtesy wipe. Okay, good. I think we got it. Let's try it again. See, when you have the basic thing and not the deluxe truck, things are different. Now the only thing that beeps at me is low tire pressure, because that monitoring system thing isn't set up right. But I have all new wheel sensors, so all we got to do is follow the program procedure and it should fix us up. But it also says you have to drive the truck first before you do it. What fun, friends, what fun, you know? This is little stuff that's been annoying me since I bought the truck and got it running. All right, now we need the book again because we aren't gonna remember what this is. I think I got the page folded over. There. Tire pressure monitoring reset procedure. Drive the vehicle about above 20 miles an hour. Sure. Well, I don't know if I did it for 2 minutes. I guess that's mainly for heat. I don't know. Press the ignition key in the off. Keep the key in the ignition. Cycle the ignition. Cycle the ignition to the on position. Turn the hazard flashers on, then off 3 times. On, off, on, off, on, off. Okay, it honked. Okay. Okay, you must accomplish this in 10 seconds. To reset, the horn will sound once. The system indicator will flash. Train left front tire. Good. Okay. I need to remove. I need to, I should have been more prepared. Hopefully it'll keep waiting on it with my nice one. But I gotta go around one to the, in clockwise fashion and let air out of the tires. And then it should go. It should honk the horn. Geez, how much air you gotta let out? Okay, that did that tire. You gotta let a lot of air out. Tire's not trained. Repeat. What? Oh, that sucks. Well, okay. Now I gotta air the tire up in order to start over to do the thing. I don't know why it didn't work. Is it because I didn't do it in a fast enough time? Hazard flashers. You must accomplish this within 10 seconds. The horn will sound once. Train the tire pressure. Left, right front, right rear, and then driver's side back. Remove, decrease the air pressure till the horn sounds. Single horn chirp indicates the sensor identification has been learned by the module. All right, key on, off, on, off, on, off. Train left front tire. Honk the horn! It didn't work. Well, today is not going my way. I'm telling you, friends. I ain't getting nowhere with this. That'll work. Then, of course, we lost the cap, so sure. Let's go put another one on. Just for fun. I don't know why that didn't work. There's obviously some computer problem. Ah, quit beeping at me, you piece of trash. Last thing we're gonna do, since we failed twice in a row, let's go for the 3-time failure. Let's jack up each front wheel and see which one's about ready to fall off. I don't know that I've ever had it up in the air. Well, I'll take that back. We've changed tires on it. One time I picked it up at the loader. And that's how I did it. And then my friend has a tire shop and he had it up on his lid. Well, no, I think we jacked it up out there in the parking lot. There ain't a good place to jack it, is there? Why did they do that thing that they did? They didn't make it like all my trucks of yesteryear. They all had a nice flat place. Let's put it about right there. Alright. There we go. Well, I think that wheel's fine. The guy before me told me that they had put new bearings on it. I need to go to the outside though and really so far it's not doing anything that I would be. We better check the other one just to be sure, but I think that one's fine. You can see all the oil that I spilled earlier today. That's okay though. That looks like a nice enough place. Go try that one. That is solid as can be. I guess I'm not complaining about there not being problems, but I sure would like to know what exactly I heard, you know, because I heard sad things, you know, and it would have had to have been in the front end. Those sad things I heard, unless it was my imagination or the four-wheel drive is kind of clunky when you put it in and take it out sometimes, so maybe something hung up in that and it was fooling me. But I mean, sure, you got to see some moron working on something. Nothing went my way today, but I did get the oil changed, so there's that. And I got the door things to quit making noise, but not in the way that I wanted them to. Tire pressure sender, that was a failure. I don't know what to do there. I've had them programmed with the guy went around with the remote in the side there and he messed with that and couldn't get it done. Maybe I got to have it done there and then do this check immediately and see if I can get the truck to recognize the sensors. I don't know what to do. So that's super annoying because you'll be driving down the road and all at once it'll say tire pressure sensor not monitored or something. I don't know. But yeah, well, I still like it. I mean, $1,500, it can't go wrong for that. So it's just one of those things where try to make it a little better over time. And I wish I had got I wish I could have done it the correct way, but I can live with it this way. You know, the back doors very seldom ever are opened anyway, and the point is you would know if they were open because then the front ones wouldn't latch, you see. So kind of silly, but I guess we'll leave this one here. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. After watching what you just saw, do you feel like your IQ has dropped lower than your credit score? Well, there's no reason that both of us should be miserable, so go ahead and hit that thumbs up and leave a comment. That stuff costs you nothing, and it really helps me out. Your banker may not approve, but I know mine will. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.